So we're on the very last of the basic protocols here. Special notes continued. The rips have security buttons throughout the room. So let's say, for example, the trick comes in there, spends 10, 20 minutes doing trick's business. Trick is done. Trick still has hour on the clock, hour and a half on the clock, or 20 minutes on the clock. Wants to stick around, just lay around, but the rip just doesn't feel comfortable about it. Ask him to leave or whatever, and the trick gets all indignant. Boom. The trick can, at any time, say the trick is choking them, pulling their hair, something they don't want. There's security buttons throughout the place, which will come up in training. Each flips will be different, and that will all come out in the training of the facility between the rips and the flips and the POP training program. In the meantime, the trick might feel the trick was treated unfair, and that brings us back to dispute resolution. The tricks are actually encouraged to file complaints. We want to know if there's a pattern of a certain rip out there who thinks that she's all that and then some, or certain he thinks he's all that and then some. No, this is business. We want to know. Checkout time, you know the drill. Pick up the phone, have the rip call. Rip comes to the door, bing, 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 time to go. If you're already outside the room and you're hanging out in the lobby, you just look at the security in the lobby. Hey, security, time for me to go, man. Get me out of here. Security will get you checked out and get all your stuff, and literally watch you as you pull away and out of sight. We're going to make sure even the shrubs and stuff are pruned well enough, nice lighting and everything, so we can see you drive a good quarter mile away in bad weather. Okay, POP Physician Report Program, 28 to 30 days. You're going to get a full physical as a trick if you've had a tryst within that time. If you have not, just like the rips, you will just go ahead and get a basic, how are you doing, are you coughing, you choking, whatever. Little 15 minute in, 15 minute out. Perfect thing for a military hospital kind of thing to handle it. And I'm talking military tent level hospital. Physical status, the same routine as with the rips. If you've been found with the disease, depending on the disease, we'll handle it either as a temporary suspension / you're on vacation. If it's a permanent disease, you've just been reclassified to that disease, and they must treat you on the spot as best as possible. Naturally, you'll get your annual reminders, $100 application fee, $250 training, $20 advance times 12 months worth of pop-in access, and you'll start getting those 90 days out. If you fail to respond, whatever the case might be, your account very well may be closed. You can close your account yourself as a trick, or we can close it for you for non-activity, for messing up and being kicked out, etc. Okay, now there's a special note. The idea was to make it so that the tricks weren't going out and seeing 30, 40 different women in a year or men in a year, and thereby exposing all of them to disease and vice versa. The idea was to get them down to 3 to 5 different choices of rips or rips. In other words, a trick can get online, but they have to have their steady little gal, boy, what the hell ever. They're man, woman, not boy, not girl. It has to be adult. Let's be very clear there. They get online, they make an order. It's their first tryst. Fine, far out. That person is now cataloged as one of their dates for a year from the date that was ordered. So it's a rotating year there. And up to 5 once again. And this is something I want to strongly encourage the board members to do, and that is to strongly consider making the walk-ins a whole different class. Maybe adding some taxation to that because of the greater potential for disease. In other words, the walk-in rips and rips, because these are the ones you're going to be seeing just basically who walked in. Do they qualify? There'll be a close watch on disease. Once again, if you're a rip, you operate with rips only. If you're a rip D because you have herpes simplex 99, then you will only work with rip D's herpes simplex 99, if there is such a thing. You get the idea. If you have AIDS, you go to those people. There are people that are HIV positive that don't appear to have any problem. But we don't want them risking others with HIV. And no one wants to be risked with HIV. It's just wrong. So that will all be closely monitored. Once again, the idea was once the RIPS have its full stable, the tricks on their end can only choose up to 5 RIPS in any rotating year. And then once again, board members can really strongly consider adjusting that walking class a little bit. But with that all babbled out, we are done with the basic protocols as suggested to the board members. Let's get on to making some money with some fees.